So do you also use Instamojo to sell your products online? Then this video is definitely for you. So hello all, welcome back to Pabbly Connect, and in this video we are going to understand how to log new payment details from Instamojo to Airtable. So like you, I also use Instamojo to sell my products online. And now what I want is that as soon as we receive a new payment from Instamojo, I want to add the payment details into my Airtable so that my sales team can follow up quickly and efficiently. So to do this, we are simply going to create a connection between Instamojo and Airtable, and we are going to create this connection without knowing any programming or coding language using an amazing automation software which is Pabbly Connect. So if you also want to create this amazing automation for your own business, then for that you have to come with me towards my screen. Welcome to my screen everyone. In this video I'll show you how to automatically log new payment details from Instamojo to Airtable. So as soon as a customer makes a payment, their key details are added right over here in my Airtable account. Perfect for tracking purchases, managing fulfillment and triggering follow-ups. So to do this, I'm just going to open a new tab and I'm just going to look for the landing page of Pabbly Connect simply by searching pabbly.com/connect in my browser. And yes, this is the landing page of Pabbly Connect, using which we are going to create a connection between Instamojo and Airtable. That too without knowing any programming or coding language, because Pabbly Connect is an easy to use automation tool. Alright, but before we move on further, I'll just show you something really helpful. This is Pabbly Community, a space where automation users, business owners and marketers connect. They share their ideas, solutions and workflow tips. So if you are stuck at any step, the community is a great resource for guidance. And if you also want to join this community, the link is given in the description box below. Make sure to check it out. Alright, so now I'm just going to open the landing page of Pabbly Connect in order to create this automation. Over here, which is going to get two options. One is sign in and the another one is sign up for free. So if you are a new user, you can click on this sign up for free and you're going to get 100 of tasks free every month to explore the application. But over here, I'm an existing user, so I'm simply going to click on this button which says sign in. And once I'm just going to click on this sign in, it is opening all Pabbly apps and we're going to see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly. But in today's video, we are going to use Pabbly Connect because we are connecting different applications. So I'm simply going to click on this access now right over here to access my Pabbly Connects account. And now it is opening the dashboard of my Pabbly Connects account. And to get started, I'm simply going to click on this button which says create workflow. And now it is asking me to select the workflow builder. So over here we have two options, the new one and the classic one. So the new workflow builder is faster, more flexible and ideal for those who want a modern interface, while the classic one on the other hand is perfect for users who prefer stable and tried and tested setup. So you can use any one from this right over here. I'm just going to use new one. So I'm just going to go towards this select of this new one. Now it is asking me for the folder name. So I'm simply going to select my folder right over here and now I'm just going to simply enter the workflow name right over here. And after entering both of this, I'm simply going to click on this button which says create, and once I'm just going to click on this create, it is going to open the most important window of our automation, which is our workflow window. So this is the most important window because we have trigger and action in this. Trigger and actions are the two main principles on which our workflow is going to run. Trigger means when this happens and action means do this. So by this you can understand that the actions are response towards the commands given by our trigger, and this means that the trigger start the process while the actions are the result for the same. So let's say for example, for our trigger today we'll use Instamojo, that whenever we're going to receive a new payment from Instamojo, I want to add the payment details into my Airtable. So the Airtable will be action and Instamojo will be our trigger. So I'm just going to simply add the trigger application right over here, which is Instamojo. So I'm just going to search for Instamojo right over here, and as you can see the same, so I'm simply going to select Instamojo V2. And now for the app event, I'm just going to simply select new sale and click on this connect. And now it has given me a webhook URL using which we're going to create a connection between Instamojo and Pabbly Connect. So I'm simply going to copy this webhook URL, then I'm just going to follow this help text. So what I'm just going to do is, I'm just going to open my Instamojo account, then I'm just going to go towards this smart pages from the left side of the bar. So over here I want to create this automation for this page, which is natural glow skincare face toner. So I'm just going to go towards this edit page from the three dots in the left hand of the side, and now from the left side I'm just going to go towards this page settings and then towards this webhooks. And over here what I'm just going to do is, I'm just going to simply switch on on this add webhook button, and now I'm just going to simply add the webhook URL right over here. Noticing information to be sent. So over here in the help text, it has clearly mentioned that over here for the information to be sent, we have to select it as successful payments. All right, and after doing all of this, I'm simply going to click on this save and update, and yes, save and update. And with this, we have successfully edited this page, and with this, we have successfully added the webhook URL. And noticing waiting for a webhook response. So to capture this webhook response, we have to do a test submission. So what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to simply copy this page URL, and I'm just going to first view this page right over here, and I'm just going to purchase this product. So I'm just going to click on this pay now. Now I'm just going to enter my details. Let's say for the first name, I'm just going to keep it as demo, last name as user, this as the email address, and now for the phone number, I'm just going to keep it as this, and now I'm just going to click on this proceed to pay. So it is saying enter a valid phone number. All right, so I'm just going to edit a phone number little and click on this proceed to pay. Now it is saying processing your order. I'm just going to simply select the payment methods right over here. I'm just going to select it as card, and I'm just going to enter my card details. And now you can see that I've simply entered the card details right over here, and I'm just going to move on further, and I'm just going to click on this continue to pay. And once I'm just going to click on this continue to pay, it is saying waiting for the confirmation. And now you can see that it has successfully given me this. So I'm just going to confirm this payment. And now you can see that we have successfully completed this order, and it is saying thank you for your order. We have received your details. So yes, you can see that we have successfully purchased this product, and now I'm just going to open my workflow, and we're going to see that Pabbly has also captured the response of the same. You're going to see the buyer's name, the phone number, and the email address. So with this, we have successfully completed our trigger step, and now I'm just going to move on towards my action. So for that, I'm just going to add action step right over here, and now I'm just going to select my action application as Airtable. So I'm just going to search for Airtable and select it right over here. And now for the app event, I'm just going to simply select it as create record and click on this connect. Now in order to connect this Airtable, I'm just going to go towards this add a new connection and then connect with Airtable. And after clicking on this connect with Airtable, over here it is asking me for some permissions. So what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to simply select the base for which I want to give the permission. So as you can see, the name of my base is Instamojo sales. So I'm just going to simply select the same base. So I'm just going to go towards this add base and select the base right over here. If you want to give permission for all your bases, you can simply click on this add all resources. I'm just going to give it for a particular base, and I'm just going to click on this grant access. And once I'm just going to click on this grant access, yes, you can see that with this we have successfully connected our Airtable account. Now I'm just going to simply select the base and the table right over here, and now it is asking me for all of these 4 details. So yes, I'm just going to simply enter the details right over here so that we can also add that details in our Airtable. But now I'm not going to enter the details manually by typing it like this, but instead I'm just going to map it. So you must be wondering what is mapping. So mapping is a method by Pabbly which means inserting the data from the previous step. And as you know, our previous step was the trigger step where we selected Instamojo as our trigger application. So we are simply going to map the details from the response of our trigger application only. And as soon as we are just going to map these details, automatically my details will turn dynamic and change with every new response received. So I'm simply going to map this customer name right over here. Then I'm just going to move on further. I'm just going to map the email address right over here, which is this. So I'm just going to look for email address and map it. Now I'm just going to move on further. I'm just going to map the phone number right over here, and then I'm just going to map the payment ID. I'm just going to look for it and map it right over here. And after doing all of this, I'm simply going to click on this button which says save and send test request. And after clicking on this save and send test request, I'm just going to open my Airtable account, and as you can see, the details have been added right over here. You're going to see the same customer name, same email address, same phone number, and the same payment ID. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our workflow and this video too. And now whenever we're going to receive a new sale from Instamojo, automatically the details of the same will be added right over here in my Airtable account. So all of this is going to happen in backend, and we don't have to come back and again to our workflow to click on save and send as request. So yes, now go try this amazing automation for your own business too, because right now we are offering a free trial of Pabbly Connect. And while trying, if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video. See you in the next video with many more automation tips, everyone. Thank you for watching. So not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly Connect, you can connect many more applications. So now if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. pabbly.com, and if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this URL. And now go try this amazing automation for your own business too, because right now we are offering a free trial of Pabbly Connect.